Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. There's been an update from Toplitz on Sengoku Dynasty. So about a year and a half, nearly 2 years ago, they did a release on this game. I've really been looking forward to it. I had such a great game, a great time with Medieval Dynasty, and then they announced this one. I'm really passionate about games that are themed in Japan, and slowly they've been dripping little bits of snippets and building designs and different gameplay options and all that sort of stuff. The game was actually supposed to be released in March of this year, the first quarter, but we haven't heard any news about it in probably 6 months. But this was about a year ago, we got a building design and we saw the basics of what you could do in the village. I think after the release of Wild West Dynasty and the flop that was, I think the developers of this game, which is a different developer, same production team of Toplitz, but different development, I think they're taking their time to make sure that they get it right, because Wild West Dynasty was and is still terrible. I hope that they do fix it up, because I like the concept of the Wild West Dynasty, but this one is more in my wheelhouse. So they've just released a new trailer to show us some gameplay. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that we will be getting some sort of release in the next couple of months. But again, I don't mind waiting as long as the game is playable. And of course, you're going to have glitches at the beginning of a game, early release, such and such. We don't mind that, but we do mind when you charge $20 for a game that you can't play. So here we go. We're going to have a look at the new trailer. Enjoy. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Hope you enjoy the video.
If dust piles up, it will become a mountain. Continuing on is where true strength lies. A tale can be told in an evening. A legend takes decades to build. To preserve a legacy that is larger than life, you will need to start a dynasty.
Alright, there we go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. The game definitely looks a lot better than when it was first, some of the first images and gameplay was released. I'm getting very much Medieval Dynasty vibes from this. The game looks beautiful. I think they can still do a little bit of work on the graphics, but the world looks in great fidelity. The building system looks really good. If we look here, we've got a blacksmith. It looks like a traditional Japanese one as well. So, you know, they're really putting in the attention to detail, which is fantastic. There's a lot of different processes that seem to be in this village. This looks like great work. We can go out and we can get our ores, and then we can come back, hopefully make, you know, our samurai swords, and which they're hinting at. A workshop there to get wood. We've looked like we've got some wood piles there, stockpile, so we can stockpile wood, which will be good. Hopefully we can get our NCPs and PCs to do that. Hopefully that they can not only produce the wood, but they can also store it. This is the first time I've seen paper making, so I don't know why we would need paper. Maybe it's a commodity that we can sell, but we're definitely transferring wood chip into paper, which looks like a cool process. Basic building like we had in MD. I really like this big thing up here on the side there. I don't know what that is, a watchtower, which might indicate that we've got some sort of enemies that might be attacking our village, which would be great. So it looks like some sort of watchtower up there. We can also see in the distance there we've got a crop. So I don't know what crop that is. That doesn't look like rice to me. So that might be like cotton or some sort of reed or something that we might have to have in the processes. But just looking around the village, there's, well, here, this is another one. So we've got a water wheel, which is something that should have been in MD. Our mill in Medieval Dynasty should have been able to be put on water so that you can use it as either a water wheel, a water mill, or a wind mill. But here we've got a process of rock smashing. Maybe we have to do this with our ores before we can refine them. So really cool looking, good idea. We need water, which is fantastic. We've definitely got an iron pickaxe here. So everything looking really great. Here we've got some sort of weaving happening. We've got a cart, which is something that we didn't have in MD. We seem to have some sort of herbalist or some sort of grocery store or supermarket. Again, we can see this crop at the back. It's not a rice farm, which is surprising that we haven't seen that yet. We've got a storage area here, which looks great. We've got fish. There's some fish there. So yeah, it's looking really good. I like how they've got the rocks on top of the thing just to add to that. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of different types of production buildings being used. So it's going to be really interesting what they come up with. Here's our Torii gates, which are very famous in Japan. So not only do we have a gameplay, but there's also a spiritual aspect to the game, which could be really interesting. If you want to learn more about this, Sengoku also have their scrolls. So they're telling you about the period in Japan at this time and about the significance of things like the Torii gates and shrines and stuff like that. But extremely interesting to me. The world looks great. Alright, so we've got a samurai sword, so it looks like that might be our main weapon. We also can see here that we've got bamboo growing. So bamboo is going to be something in the game, which is great. Hot springs, so whether we can relax in the hot springs or do something there. But yeah, seems got carp. Alright, and we also have a co-op game, so you'll be able to play with your friends, which will be a fantastic thing. We've got a bridge over here on the left side, so hopefully that's something that we can build in the game. The cart looks like it's going to be something that we can use. But yeah, the game itself is looking really good. And still need a bit of work on the graphics, but they'll work that one out. Okay, so some of these guys look a bit, you know, 1996. But they worked that one out. They always have. They did it in Medieval Dynasty. But I'm not really too worried about that. I'm more worried about the gameplay. But all looks good, and it definitely looks a hell of a lot better than Wild West. So make sure that you go over to Top Lits and make sure you go to Steam and you put this game on your wish list. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic game. Anyway, that's enough for me. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you then.